Tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Lewis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Breaks into... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
The decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. He'll keep it himself. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Addison. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Plucks it out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stopped him for no gain.
And that is exactly what you want on third down defense, man. You want to drop back, and you want to make sure the ball doesn't get pushed down the field past the sticks, and then you rally up and tackle. Now, it's sometimes easier said than done, but he does a great job breaking on the football, making sure he doesn't get the first down. Really good team defense.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense drags him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
To the air on 1st down. Stepping to the right. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. The Cavaliers are marching down the field. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
And the Cavaliers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Cox. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cavaliers in the hurry-up. From the red zone, it's Lewis. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Cavaliers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting coming off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. So they'll have to try it again here on 3rd down after being backed up by a costly holding penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little. Virginia will call its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And the returner will be brought down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. They'll run the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or whoop.
Caught, and he's got room. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Martin. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Got it on the sideline. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They just keep firing. Hit as he throws. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Goes to the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their second. They'll have one left. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gonna run it. It's Maddox. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Fires to the tight end. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Working the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Fires on the run. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
To the air on first down. Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with UCF taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Knights coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Atlanta. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, Virginia's head coach told me at the half their running back has not gotten off to the best start. Listen, this is a big-time transfer, and they brought him in for a moment like this, but he has not gotten off to the start that they would like. However, the team's still up, but they expect more. See if they give him another opportunity here to get this second half started. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. And he never had a chance.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
Quarterback making checks. Now they'll run the draw. Push down for the tackle.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
It's caught. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Makes the catch. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Cavaliers are rolling down the field. It's a draw. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Cavaliers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Running inside, it's Hosley. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty costs the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go. Ready.
Takes the handoff. It's Hosley. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. Keeps it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Run inside. It's Hosley. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Martin. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun, the inside give. there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. This time he wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Flores. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they get defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Flips it out on the screen. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Georgia Tech spends its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air, it's Mendoza. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point.
Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, and That's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Yellow Jackets spend their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It'll be 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Lewis. They knew the line they had to defend, had to keep him from getting to the 30, and they do it and force a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love